We talked in a previous video about solving equations. We know that equations have an equal sign. Solving equations involves finding the value of variables, which are letters that represent unknown numbers in math. In order to solve equations, we use inverse operations as tools to isolate x. Inverses here that we're going to use are multiplication and division. They are opposites or inverses of each other. For 3x equals 12, this means 3 times some number equals 12. When you have a number attached to a variable without any sign separating them, that means multiply. We are going to use the same process as shown previously. Start by separating the left and right side of the equation. Ultimately, we want x equals something. If the question is what is x, the answer is x equals some amount. The problem is the 3 here. If we could eliminate this 3, we'd have x by itself to bring down, which would help us get to our final answer. In order to eliminate this 3, we use inverse operations. 3x means 3 times x. The inverse of multiplication is division. So what we're going to do is divide this by 3. What we do to one side of the equal sign, we must do to the other in order to maintain equality. Now we see that 3x divided by 3, I'm going to use the fraction sign for these types of problems to show division. 3 divided by 3 is 1, so this makes it very simple. I can cross out the 3 and the 3. I'm left over with 1 times x, which is just x. And over here, 12 divided by 3 is 4, so my final answer is x equals 4. In this next example, I have x over 5 equals 2, which reads x divided by 5 is 2. Fractions mean division, don't forget that. We ultimately want to get x by itself. X equals something. Separate the left and right side of the equal sign to help you throughout this problem. It keeps things organized. X over 5 is division. We need to use the inverse of division, which is multiplication. Instead of dividing by 5, we are going to multiply by 5. What you do to one side of the equal sign, you must do to the other. Notice, I'm going to use parentheses to show multiplication. This will make it very simple for me. Here I have 5x divided by 5, while 5 divided by 5 is 1. So I can cross this out very simply and show that I have 1x, 1 times x, which is just x left over. So I bring my x down here, and then I have 2 times 5, which is 10. So my final answer is x equals 10.